Welcome back to our career mode journey here with Aston Villa. This is episode 4 for all of you lovely people. A huge thank you, as always, for all of your incredible support. I hope you are feeling fantastic and having an awesome day. If you want the series to continue and you want to see more videos like this in the future, then show me by dropping a like rating down below. It really does help, and I'm massively appreciative of all of the support that you all show me. We've been covering half a season per episode, and we are into January of season 2 right now. I've decided I'm gonna split the second half of this season into 2 videos. The reason for that is we've got Champions League knockout round football, we've got FA Cup to play, and we've got league action. So I want to make sure that I'm covering all of that, but not rushing through it, if it makes sense. So we'll split the rest of this season into 2 episodes, see how far we get in the Champions League, and then go from there. So without further ado, let's get started. Quick reminder of how the season has gone for us so far. We sit 6th in the Premier League. As you can see, 17 games to go. The FA Cup will see us take on Huddersfield at Villa Park in round 3. We were knocked out of the Carabao Cup in round 3 to Spurs on penalties. And after topping our Champions League group against Barcelona, Feyenoord and Mönchengladbach, we have drawn Lyon in the round of 16. We're also in the middle of a transfer window, which I don't really have too many plans to make many transfers in this transfer window. I pretty much did most of the business that I wanted to in summer. I will say I do record these episodes ahead of time, so if you've left me a comment for any players you want to see us sign in a previous video, if that video hasn't gone live and I've already recorded this one, that's the reason why I haven't yet acted upon your comments. The squad is looking really good. We've got some unbelievable squad depth as well. So we'll see what January brings. Our scouts have returned and we've immediately sent them back out into the world of football to continue scouting. Burgess has gone to Croatia, Morgans has gone to England, and Moir has gone to Argentina, specifically looking for technically gifted players. Home tie of the FA Cup against Huddersfield. We should get through this. I'll be bitterly disappointed if we are unable to. Wow, that was close. 3-2 victory. Grealish, Watkins, double is enough to get us through to the next round. I actually played a very good side in that as well because I want to try and win the FA Cup this season, but Huddersfield very nearly was able to get a result against us. Team of the Year for 2023 announced, as you see there, Oblak in goal, Cancelo, Diaz, Marquinhos and Davies as the back 4, De Bruyne, De Jong, Rodri, Kimmich in the midfield, Haaland and Mbappe up front. Manager of the Year was Pep Guardiola. That'll be us one day. Preston was up next. A 2-1 victory for us. Watkins and Zaniolo with the goals here. A little bit disappointing though. We kept Preston relatively quiet, but they did score one of their 2 chances they did get. Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. There's the 2 teams on your screen. Really good growth out of Declan Rice, who's up to 88 overall right now. We've had so many bids in this transfer window for Matty Cash. I've blocked the offers now, so he shouldn't get any more. There's no way I'm selling him, to be quite honest. He is really, really influential for us going forwards. And you can see he's now 85 rated. We've had a few other offers here and there as well for a couple of other players, but so far, nothing really happening in the way of sales for us. Robbie, good control. Now finding Grealish. Grealish waits for the run of Zaniolo. Ball over the top, looking for him. Away by Fofana. Cash to keep us on it. Now Rice towards Grealish again. And we are still trying to get Champions League football ahead of next season. We need to finish in the top 4 for that. We are not in there just yet. Brobby over the top for Watkins. Brilliant control. Offside flag goes up. It won't count. Unfortunately for Villa, that's not the opening goal of the game. But yeah, we are still trying to qualify for Champions League football through the Premier League position. And with us focusing on the Champions League and the FA Cup, still need to put performances in here. Chelsea at the moment, inconsistent season from them. They're currently not in a European spot. It's all very, very tight in the middle of the park. There is not much space whatsoever. I'm thinking I might have to do a little bit of a tactical change and switch up the formation because we're unable to get our players in behind right now. And that's something that we've done excellently all season. And that's the reason we've had success. Ziyech into the area. Martinez has to rescue us. Chelsea go close with a minute before half-time. Slight switch in formation from us. We've gone to a 4-3-3 holding from our usual 4-2-3-1 just to try and get a bit more width that we were really lacking in the opening 45. It was, as I say, very tight in the middle of the park. There was not much space whatsoever, so I'm hoping that change will mean that it does give us a bit more space to work with. Cash down the line to Zaniolo. Now back for Kamara. Kamara will take Villa forwards, and Chelsea have opened up the space here for Kamara to utilise. He looked for the over-the-top ball to get Grealish in behind. It was cut out well, though. Now Rice, forwards towards Grealish. on the turn. Jack Grealish, what can he do from this position? The answer is not a lot because Chelsea are set in their formation as you would expect. Here is Rice. Forward for Kamara. Kamara to Brobby. Brobby on the turn. It's brilliant from Brobby. He gets another chance. I cannot believe it's not 1-0. His first shot is straight at Mendy. The ball bounces back his way. It's a massive, massive slice of fortune. But then he hits the inside of the post and the ball goes out. Digne's ball down the line towards Leon Bailey. Inside here for Grealish. Jack Grealish has seen the run of Watkins. Please be onside. Ollie Watkins is onside. He's taken a bit of a heavy touch, but Mendy doesn't come out. And Ollie Watkins is able to put Villa into a deserved lead here at Stamford Bridge. I say deserve. We've not created much, but we have been sat inside Chelsea's half for all of this second half. They've sat behind the ball and tried to defend. It's not worked. Ollie Watkins, onside. Brilliant pick out from Jack Grealish. 1-0 Villa. And there is the full-time whistle from Stamford Bridge. Villa 1, Chelsea 0. Ollie Watkins with the winner. And as I say, it was a deserved winner at that, as well as we shake the hand of Graham Potter. And it's a massive 3 points for odds. Next round of the FA Cup sees us take on Burnley. This could be a tricky game, so I'm opting to play it. We've made a number of changes to the Villa side ahead of this one. As you can see, there's starts for Whitehead, for Douglas Luiz, Buendia, Bailey, Walker-Peters, Gay and Livramento. 50 career wins as boss of Villa. That's pretty nice to be able to say. Hoping for another one here today that takes us through in the FA Cup. Leon Bailey away from a challenge immediately, finding Whitehead, who's looking to impress on his start, finding Brobby! 3 minutes in, Aston Villa breakthrough! What a start! It was lightning from Villa. And Whitehead, as I say, looking to impress on his first start. I believe it's his first start anyway for the club. And he sets up the goal for Brobby. Little left-footed pass round the corner. And there's absolutely no chance the keeper's going to save that. Wonderful finish from Brian Brobby, who was so unlucky actually to not get the goal against Chelsea in the previous fixture. Well, after a lightning fast start, it's been a relatively calm next 20 or so minutes. Whitehead looking for Brobby. Brobby again! I take it back. The duo links up once more. Whitehead and Brobby are running Burnley rampant. Brobby's got his second. It came from their own free kick. We won the header in the middle of the park. Whitehead picks up the ball. One pass later, Brobby doesn't even need to take a touch before he's finished it. I'm not sure what Bailey Peacock-Farrell's shouting about there, but he wasn't set ready for the shots. Looked like Brobby caught him napping. Livramento, we've got seconds left of the first half. Finding Buendia away from the challenge. Emi Buendia into the area, going for goal. And Peacock-Farrell catches. That's the end of the first half. It has been a phenomenal first half from Brobby and from Whitehead. We know the potential that Whitehead has got, and he's certainly showing up today. But how about this man? 2 shots, 2 goals. Kamara wins it back for Villa, who have been so calm, so composed, so controlled throughout this. We can be proud of the way we've played here. We have given Burnley absolutely nothing. As Douglas Luiz out to Grealish, whilst we've also been really good in creating chances as well. And Douglas Luiz immediately on to the Burnley man who had the ball. Brobby, Grealish. Grealish back to Brobby, who's looking for the hat-trick. Brobby! He gets it! It's a hat-trick for our number 9. And it's Villa safely through to the next round of the FA Cup. Brian Brobby with the man of the match display. And Grealish doesn't really have to do anything, does he? Just pass it back to him and then watch him finish it. One touch. Lovely inside of the left boot. Past Bailey Peacock-Farrell. And that is the victory for Villa. As soon as the game gets back underway, we will see the referee's full-time whistle. There it is. On to the next game. As we see Brobby picking up his match ball. 3 shots, 3 goals. 3-0 win against Southampton. Brobby kept his spot in the side after his hat-trick in the FA Cup. Scored a goal as well. Diego Carlos added to his first, and then he got his second with 5 minutes to go. 2 goals in the league there for Brobby. We are into deadline day, but I'm expecting a quiet deadline day for us. I'm not planning on bringing in any players. The January transfer window is now closed, so let's take a look at the transfers involving us, and then I'll show you the biggest transfers in January from around the world. First up, O'Reilly's gone for 770,000. Talbot's gone out on loan for 6 months to Real Betis. We'll see. He's already 74 rated. I wonder how good he can become, Leon Talbot. He came from our club's youth academy, of course. alongside Whitehead, so we might have two really top quality central attacking midfielders for years to come. Hansen's gone out on loan as well. Azaz has joined Anderlecht for free at the end of his deal, at the end of this season, so he'll be going to Anderlecht, and that was it for us in January. So a quiet one, to be honest. For the biggest deals of January, well, there was a couple. Milinkovic-Savic went to Spurs for £81 million. If I keep going down here, you'll see Tammy Abraham to Villarreal for £68 million. Luca Hernandez to Spurs as well. So they've invested a lot, Spurs, in the hopes of getting Champions League football. So it's a lot of money they've spent. And another one here as well, Gonzalez, £50 million. So yeah, Spurs spending big to try and secure Champions League football this season. We'll see if it works out for them though. Unfortunately, the FA Cup draw was not kind. We've got Manchester City in round 5. There are some tough teams left in this, though. Liverpool, Everton, and a Merseyside derby. United take on Leicester. Chelsea, Newcastle is a good game. Arsenal, West Brom. Spurs, Brighton. Plymouth Palace, Middlesbrough, Leeds are the other ties. Now, you might remember we did transfer list Philippe Coutinho in the last episode. He hasn't been playing this season. Juventus have made an offer. We'll counter and say 35 million. And they're happy to accept that. So we'll see. It looks like Philippe Coutinho may well be joining Juventus. You can see there. We had an offer from Chelsea. I counted the exact same at 35 million. They instantly rejected it. So, yeah, Chelsea weren't willing to pay the 35 million. Juventus are. A 2-1 defeat to Liverpool after we took the lead through Digne. And you can see it was a close game. 4 shots apiece, but Liverpool, in the end, scoring twice late on to win the game. And this is the moment we have been waiting for. The first leg against Lyon in the first knockout round of the Champions League. There's been a couple of changes to our side. Ollie Watkins starts up front, Robbie onto the bench down to fitness reasons, and also Mark Gay in for Diego Carlos at centre-back. 5 at the back from Lyon. Here is Buendia trying to get Villa on the attack early on. Buendia turns back inside to play Ollie Watkins. Control is good as he holds off the challenge, but there's no pass for Ollie Watkins. He's shown away by White, but he's found the ball to Matty Cash, who loves being in this position at fullback. Cash's ball in, blocked behind by Tagliafico. And last season, when Villa got here through the Premier League, securing Champions League football, the fans were dreaming. But how many could have expected them to top a group that had the Champions League winners in Barcelona? Well, they did, and they have a real shot at getting into the next round of the Champions League. But standing in their way is a tough Lyon side. Grealish's corner into the box, looking for Ollie Watkins. It's there for Buendia, who goes for goal. It's blocked. The ball's back out. Now Ezri Konsa. There was maybe a few shouts of shoot there for Ezri Konsa, but he doesn't want to. Now Grealish's ball back in, looking for Zaniolo. This is good pressure from Villa, but will there be something at the end of it? The answer is no, because Lyon have dealt with it and have found their way out as well. Ramos's ball looking for Lacazette. So much experience, Alexandre Lacazette, as he holds on to possession for Lyon. And now he goes forward, Konsa in the way with the interception. They win it straight back, Lyon, though. They're quick when they lose it to get it back. Lacazette, no offside flag, and Ramos will score. And I believe we will now see the offside flag. It looked very, very close. We'll have to see it here. And Villa are rescued by the flag. Well, it is close, but it's the right decision. Ramos offside. Buendia now towards Kamara. Buendia carries his run on. Here is Kamara, though, picking out Declan Rice. Rice now picks out Buendia. Controls it! Goes for goal! The shot came through a few Lyon players. And Lopez saw it late, but he got down well to make the save. Back underway for the second half, and Villa have been forced into a change at half-time with Zaniolo going off and Leon Bailey coming on. Ollie Watkins finding Rice. Here is Bailey with his first touch. Looking to lift the ball in. Tagliafico blocks. Cash towards Rice. Rice's switch of play out for Digne. It's a lovely ball out here, but there's not really an option to put the cross in the box just yet. Rice now picking out Cash. And you can see that Villa have to sometimes do this and just bide their time and create the chance. And when they do, it's magical. Grealish, quick feet. And Lopez to the rescue for Lyon. Corner ball. Villa looking to ramp up the pressure even more. Grealish's delivery down in the box. Illich will calmly play it out, will he? No. Given away straight to Declan Rice. Leon Bailey with a run. Blocked by White. Villa really trying to find this breakthrough. Grealish with another corner. This time near post. Flicked on. Away it goes again. Single minute added on by the referee. And it'll be Lyon the happier of the two sides here, because it's 0-0 in France. Villa tried to ramp up the pressure in the second half and see if they could find their goal. But a mixture of Lopez and some world-class defending from the French side mean that we go back to England all square. And the deal for Coutinho has been completed. He will join Juventus at the start of the next season for £35 million. Away to Ellen Road, it was a 3-1 victory. Grealish with 2, Watkins with the other. Then Blackburn at home was a 2-0 victory. Buendia and Watkins with the goals in this one. Tough FA Cup tie against City away at the Etihad. We made a few changes. Whitehead and Brobby, so good against Burnley in the last round. They get their starts here today to impress again. Leon Bailey on the right, Buendia on the left. And you can see City's team there on your screen. Their front three looks very dangerous. Foden, Haaland and Alvarez. Jordi Alba against Matty Cash. Inside here to Kevin De Bruyne. Diego Carlos blocks the pass in from De Bruyne and keeps it in play as well as Cash can play it forward the way of Leon Bailey. Into the feet of Whitehead. Whitehead now has the run of Brobby being made. And the touch, well, Kamara has profited from it. And Kamara nearly has a way through. Kamara! He nearly lifts it over Ederson. That was almost brilliant from Boubacar Kamara. Yes, there was a slice of fortune involved, but the quality on show from him there to continue the run forwards and then nearly lifted over Ederson was class. Here's Haaland though, now finding Foden. His shot, uncharacteristically, off target. Well then, half an hour gone. Chance for both sides there. Gundogan for City. The game feels so open. I'll be honest, there's chances in this for both sides. There's Gundogan into the area of Villa, looking to pull the ball back. Kamara's done well initially. No foul either. Di Lorenzo for Foden, lets the ball run. Foden goes for goal. Gay in the way. Phillips forward to Alvarez. City like being in this position. Intricate around the penalty area. And Martinez will save. 5 minutes to go until half-time. And it's a City corner for us to defend. They go short. Kevin De Bruyne to Foden. All the way out to Gundogan. And he is now denied by Emi Martinez. One skipper to the other. Gundogan for City. Martinez for us. Haaland, De Bruyne. Excellent from Walker Peters, who's having a brilliant game at left back. Douglas Luiz finding Kamara. Kamara to Brobby. Brobby bearing down to the Manchester City penalty area. Across the face of goal for Bailey. Straight to Ederson. The second one as well is straight at him from Whitehead, who was onside somehow. Oh, football is a ridiculous game sometimes. I thought for sure the sequence of events there would lead to an offside, but the flag stayed down and we are made to rue those missed chances as Grealish is on against his former club. Jordi Alba against Jack Grealish. Charging City forward, ball into the box. Ooh, Haaland gets there as well. And he wasn't too far away. Cody Gakpo for City. Up against Douglas Luiz, into the feet of Haaland. Haaland across, Gay intercepts. There's a foul there, ref. Oh, Gundogan has just taken out a Villa player. And how's that gone in? Are you joking me? Cody Gakpo has just given them the lead, but there was a foul off the ball. Watch this replay again. I'm trying to work out who it is. But Cash went forward, got caught out a little bit from that. It's there. It's Gundogan and I think Diego Carlos are the two players involved. But nothing given by the officials. The shot, I think, is going wide. And Emi Martinez saves it into his own goal. It might even be an own goal, you know. It's not. It's gone down as Cody Gakpo's. But I can't believe it's 1-0 and that's the way the goal has come. What did I say in the earlier little clip when I said football is incredible at times? Well, there you go. That's another example of it. As we are now having to fight from a goal to 0 down, or to get back in the game. Lovely ball over the top from Brobby. Watkins is through. Out comes Ederson. It was a heavy touch from Ollie Watkins that allowed Ederson the opportunity to make the save. Not his finest work, but Villa will still keep going to the end because that is what we do. We have so much fight in us. Jack Grealish towards Matty Cash. Across the face of goal! Watkins is there! And Villa are right back in it! 13 minutes left. It's 1-1 at the Etihad. It's Matty Cash to Ollie Watkins. Foden charging City forward. Again, though, Walker Peters is there with a challenge. Unfortunately, it is a Man City corner. They're going to go short from this, I think. De Bruyne and Foden, the two players over here, they've gone short on every other one. And this time, though, Jack Grealish is in quickly for Villa. It's brilliant work from Jack Grealish. Look at this. He's going all the way, Jack Grealish. He's got Watkins making the move. Grealish to Watkins. Watkins' touch. Ollie Watkins. 2-1 Villa. You can't write football. And this is why we love it. Look at the celebrations inside the Etihad. I am going to say it right now as well. I don't know what happened to Ederson. It's like he just glitched out a little bit. The touch wasn't great from Ollie Watkins. It took him really close. I was trying to get it on his right foot and then finesse it bottom corner. He still found the finish anyway, through the legs of Ederson, no less. And City, from 1-0 up, are 2-1 down with 5 minutes left. Cancelo, 4 minutes added on by the officials. Matty Cash back there defending for Aston Villa. Matty Cash. Oh, look at that from Cash. And Grealish is gone. Jack Grealish, this will be the last attack of the game as he's into the City penalty area and he can't get it across. But that will be that. City are beaten. City are out. And Aston Villa, their run will continue. This is why we love football. Decided to switch Zaniolo's position to play Cam, and that way he actually fits into our formation a little bit better, and we'll put him on a game plan as well to improve his advanced playmaker. And apparently in 3 weeks he'll go to 87 rated. Back into Premier League action with a 0-0 draw against Newcastle. The stage is set at Villa Park. 0-0 the score. One team will advance through at the end of tonight. And we are hoping that team will be us, whose game plan is probably to sit behind the ball, soak up pressure and try and catch on the counter. They've got the capability to do that. But here is Zaniolo as he's bearing down on Lyon's goal. Zaniolo takes the touch close to the defender, but it doesn't matter because it's breakthrough Villa and their fans can continue to dream. 15 minutes into this one at Villa Park, Zaniolo has broken the deadlock. And look at the scenes inside the ground. At first it looked like Zaniolo had taken it too close to Lyon, but back on that right foot, past Lopez into the bottom corner, who was very close to pulling off the save. What's the response from Lyon then? Tolisso over the top, looking for the run of Justin. Offside flag goes up. Martinez made the save anyway. It would have been a corner, but he was offside, Justin, so free kick to Villa. Now Watkins waits for Digne to overlap. There is the pass to Digne inside for Grealish. Grealish, brilliant control, looking for the run of Zaniolo. Oh, it was nearly two. It was nearly two. Lopez out so quickly to meet him. And it was an important save that. Otherwise, Villa might well have just done it and been through to the next round of the Champions League. Justin on the attack then for Lyon. Good defending Mark Gay. He also gets the throw as well. And this game isn't done yet. Villa still searching for their second to make sure. Watkins, Digne. It's a great first touch out of his feet into the feet of Brobby. Brobby finding Zaniolo, who looks like he's well and truly up for it tonight. And he is indeed, because that's his second. Zaniolo is turning up for Aston Villa. Do you know what? Since his signature, he hasn't had like one of those games where you look at him and think, he's been unbelievable. Well, what a time to do it. In the knockout rounds of the Champions League with a score at 0-0, Zaniolo's got himself a brace. And the game is well and truly in Villa's hands. Lopez again does his best, but it's not enough. Lyon corner, 2 minutes left of the first half. They're looking for a way back into the game right here. Grealish's header is out of Villa's penalty area, but it will be a Lyon throw. Lanzini lets the ball go out of play so that Lyon can reset the attack. Lanzini through. Ramos is in. No offside flag off the bar. That was close to a Lyon potential way back into this game. At half-time, it's 2-0. Ramos with a late scare at the end of the first half, though. Lacazette back towards Tagliafico. Tagliafico forward for Lacazette. Now Ramos is trying to create something for Lyon. Lacazette into space. Konsa intercepts the attempted pass. Now Kamara to the feet of Grealish. Grealish forward to Brobby. Brobby to Rice. Rice to Zaniolo. He's looking for his hat-trick. And if there's anyone on this pitch right now who could potentially get it, it's this man! And he does! Nicolo Zaniolo is Aston Villa's hero at Villa Park as he points to the back of his shirt as if you know, as if you need to know rather who he is, if you haven't already from his performance, ladies and gentlemen. It's only Nicolo Zaniolo with a hat-trick. Get to know if you don't. And Villa surely are into the next round of the Champions League. There's a huge smile on my face. Here is Ramos. Rice tracking him. Ramos's ball will find Lanzini. It's a brilliant little ball to Lacazette. His shot is wide though from Lyon's perspective. It's not going to pull them back into the game. And how about this man tonight? A standing ovation inside Villa Park for Nicolo Zaniolo. as he goes off to be replaced by Blake Whitehead, who is on with 4 minutes to play. Standing ovation, as we say, for Zaniolo, who has been sensational in the game tonight. Grealish pulls over to the right-hand side. Whitehead takes his usual centre attacking midfield spot. And with a minute to play, my friends, Villa's magical Champions League journey is set to continue. But who will it be that we face in the next round? Lyon, they tried their hardest. It wasn't enough. And Villa win. And Villa are looking to go all the way. Zaniolo collects the match ball. 4 shots in the game from him. 1 was saved. But the other 3 were golden for Aston Villa, whose scenes inside Villa Park won't be matched for some time unless we do it again in the next round. I've actually decided, my friends, to leave the episode there. I know I said that I wanted to split the second half of the season into 2 parts, but the further we go in the Champions League, I might even have to split it into 3 parts. Still, it has been a sensational episode today. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's been a blast to record. I am so proud of how we are getting on. This Villa side are really pushing the boat out with every single challenge that comes their way. But after going 1-0 down to City, we find ourselves in the FA Cup quarter-final where we'll take on Middlesbrough. That'll be the first match of the next episode. And then it is going to be a dream Champions League run for us as it continues. But I don't know who we've got yet because there are still some games to be played. As you can see, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Dortmund, Juventus, Atletico and PSG, Real Madrid, Chelsea are the other ties still to be played. So we await our opponents in the next round. A huge thank you for all of your support, as I say, all of the time. Let's take a look then at the table. Bit of a different format to this episode today. As I say, we've been covering 6 months at a time, but we still had, I think we've actually had 1 more game than we usually put in these videos. That shows you how much we've got through today. We are 4th, 2 points ahead of Spurs and 2 points adrift of Manchester United. We're only 10 points off of top of the table Liverpool, so we are edging closer to a Premier League title if we keep this up. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing how we get on in the next video. If you want to see the series continue, as I've already said, show it the support. We're going to go for 500 likes on this video to get the next one. That is the target. Although, I might still give you the next episode anyway. But yeah, 500 likes being the like target. Thank you all so much. Happy New Year to you all if this is the first video you're watching on my channel since the turn of the new year. I hope 2023 is amazing for each and every one of you out there who continue to support what I do. If you are new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. Activate the notification bell as well to make sure you never miss an upload. Till next time, stay safe. Have a great day. Have a great evening. And I'll catch you all again soon. Look after each other. Adios.